What's up guys, Barry Gaming here, back with some more Infinite Magic Raid, and today we're going to be going over a hero that we finally built on our account. It's probably a hero just about everybody should build, and yes, they are part of the green mark. We finally took the time and built Hezonja, so I think it's the guy, right? I don't think it really matters, honestly, but yeah, probably one of the best burning HP burning heroes in the game. Let's go over the abilities real quick here. I'm actually going to jump over to the gallery because one thing we don't have is we just don't have quite enough skill scrolls just yet. Dragon Tribe right here. So let's take a look at the abilities. Number one is Strong Arm Basic Attack. Deals 100% attack damage to an enemy and to random enemies with a 40% chance to inflict one layer of HP burning. This goes up to 80%. That's pretty solid because especially when you run him with heroes like Catherine that have counterattack or give counterattack to your heroes, this thing spreads HP burning all over the place. The first active skill is Bully. Deals 200% attack damage to a single enemy. Meanwhile, deals extra damage by 3% of the maximum HP to the target for every layer of HP burn, up to 5 layers all enemies have. The damage of each layer caps at 8% of his max HP, and the extra damage is considered burning HP. This of course increases the layers right here, and then exclusive 3 makes it very strong. Increases each layer's damage by 5 or damage to 5% of the target's max HP. Meanwhile, increases each layer's max damage to 16% of his max HP. That one is really solid. Now, his passive just basically says deals more HP burning. That's not bad at all. And then Hezonja can deal 15% more HP burning damage, which is pretty neat. I do like the exclusive one here. So the active deals 200% attack damage to all enemies with a 60% chance to inflict one layer of HP burning. Of course, that goes up to 100% essentially when you have it fully leveled up. And exclusive one additionally triggers HP burning to deal damage once. So it immediately deals the HP burning. Very solid. You're probably seeing this, especially in the earlier days of the game, with Focus giving him like multiple actives in a row. You just see the other team melt. It's not like the Margarita one where they just instantly die. So you apply you deal a lot of damage, you apply a lot of burns, and then they just disappear after that. Very strong hero, huge AoE damage, probably one of the most necessary pieces for damage dealing when it comes to the Green Mark Tower. Typically, Green Mark Tower is a little bit difficult because it is going to require, or at least most team compositions do require, 2 heroes to go alongside him. Number 1 is Ben Austin, and number 2 is Nordak, and they kind of need some exclusives too, so it is something to remember. Now, moving forward here, I want to talk about gearing, enabling, all those things for this hero. Now, equipment, me personally, I had to go with 2 double accuracy set essentially. There are some options. You can run, an HP set to increase the maximum HP of this hero to really hit home. If you really need to go budget, go with just the mastery set in general. I personally like this one down here a lot. I think it's just very, very good. Another one you can consider doing here is the Fearless set because it does have mastery on it. It doesn't have hit effect, which feels not the best. It is something to consider, but yeah, personally, I just absolutely love the accuracy set. You can actually see the stats we have here. We have plus 100% effect hit just from all of our gearing choices here. Try to get effect hit. Try to get as much mastery on these as possible. But if you don't have even pieces like this that just have HP rate can be fine. I personally would go with mastery over here, hit effect in the center one, and HP on the far right, or speed or something like that. The higher you increase the HP, the better. You can always click here and tells you kind of what you want to recommend going for. And of course in this one, HP, hit effect, mastery, all very good things. We have over 100% mastery here too. Like I said, mine's not gonna be the best example because we don't have everything leveled up just yet. We will very soon, and then that will be really awesome to kind of highlight. Aura is interesting because it really depends on what you have available to you. Auras, the Mastery Surge Aura, perfect one, is great. Grant Surge on all allies, especially if you're using multiple heroes. The other one that's really good, is it this one right here? Yeah, the range hit aura is perfect for budget kind of uses here. Every one enemy target increases self-effect hit up to 8%, and then it can go higher. So it is a nice one. I kind of like the mastery side of it because we already had a ton of effect hit, because also you get things from your emblems. So emblems, there are kind of two different ways you can build this hero. Me personally, I like going the attack route. If you're really going for mastery, things like that. I have seen some people go support and defense to like really maximize his HP. Personally, I'm not a fan of that. I don't like that way. I like the more offensive. I don't really care as much about crit on this hero. I'm going for some attack values. Of course, you need to make sure you're picking up some of these other ones. The damage dealt is important. One thing you'll pick different than a majority of heroes, usually you're picking one of these guys over here for direct damage. You're now going to be doing dot damage, increasing it up to 5 times here. Last Stand is really, really good. And then, yeah, there's other ones down here, like for targets with dot debuffs, your dots are going to increase your damage that you deal. When attacking targets whose HP is above 50%, again, increasing your dots right there. Going for 30% mastery. I kind of like that. I kind of like that a lot. And then over here, of course, going for HP, things like that. Anything that goes for effect hit, I absolutely like. Inflicting a layer of buff or debuff gives you more speed. He's going to be applying a ton of debuffs, so Selfish can be very, very good. This one's really good too. Magic Touch, I just like on like every single hero. Chance to reduce the cooldown of a skill by 1 turn when you cast it. That seems pretty strong. Over here, for targets with lower speed, then self-effect hit is higher. And then the really good one, better and better, when inflicting an attribute debuff buff successfully, there's a 18% chance of increasing the duration by 1 turn. Just kind of like the standards that you go for a dot damage dealer. But overall, very strong hero. I wonder if we can actually go in here. Yes, we have 1 key. I'm going to see how we can do in the green mark, because, well, we didn't have him previously, and now we can kind of see if this helps us out. Previously, we were running just with Maeve, and like she's alright, but she doesn't do any AoE damage, which can be a little brutal, especially when you want a lot of like HP burns and everything. So let's see how we can go and do one of these examples here. So we'll do that. We should be able to like get rid of a lot of these enemies really fast, getting the HP burn up really fast. I wish we had Catherine here, honestly. It would be so sweet if we could, but hey, you know, it is what it is. I think the incoming damage is becoming a little bit too much for this team without another support hero. We really could use it, but Focus actually does a pretty good job, and of course, we do get some healing from our space as well. So just taking these first few rounds easy is really important. Just let your cooldowns come back up. This is the one we really need to do a lot of damage here, like a lot. So I'm going to do this, give everybody immortality to start out. We're going to try to snipe away some of the big damage dealers. Good Lord. Honestly, this is going to sound weird. Nah, we're going over here, I think. We're just going to try to get HP burning on everybody. Oh, it's really hard, like I said. This is a bad wave to show him off on because it's one we've been stuck on, and we just need better support heroes to actually do anything, or just, you know, time things a little better as well. But yeah, we're not going to bother doing this one here. Overall, though, he's going to be a very important key part of your tower, and he's also going to help you clear a ton of other game modes as well. So definitely a must-build hero. You got to get those exclusives up as well. Very strong. If you have him, build him. You will be happy. And I'll see you guys next time.